My name is Justin Dreyer, and this is a review of the procedure I had at Orthocure with Dr. Ron Hanson. I want to give an in-depth review of what my procedure was and how I ended up being permanently injured. I think it's important to let people know that not every procedure goes well, and you can end up in much worse condition anywhere before the procedure. Let me begin with how I first contacted Dr. Hanson. I was referred to him through my chiropractor, who learned about the type of procedures he does and thought I'd be a good candidate. I made an appointment to speak with Dr. Hanson on the phone since I live in a different state. After discussing my cervical issues with him and coming up with a plan of action to have an injection procedure, I drove to his clinic in Richfield, Minnesota. The day of my procedure, I went in first thing in the morning to have my in-person assessment and review of my MRIs and digital motion x-ray. After analyzing all my imaging, he did an additional x-ray in his office of my spine and went over how he was going to fix the issues I was having with my neck. The main problems I was having with my neck, as you can see from the imaging, that are that my bones are shifting too much and not aligned perfectly. I had a C5, C6 artificial disc replacement done a year before, which helped the sciatica down my fingers, but not the tightness in the right side of my neck, which was the main reason I went to go see Dr. Hanson. It's a contracture of the neck called cervical dystonia, and my anterior scalenes seem to be overly tight and causing pain. This issue will later become a point of contention between me and Dr. Hanson, but let me go through the procedure first. For preparation, I had stem cells extracted through my glutes and blood taken for PRP. While this was being prepared in the lab, I was given Xanax before the injections. Once the materials were ready, I went in for the injections. The first injection was in front of my neck. To the best of my knowledge, this is to calm the nervous system. This is where things went wrong. The first injection hit something that made my neck and all the way down my arm spasm like it was struck by lightning. It was the most painful injection I've ever felt. Clearly that wasn't supposed to happen, but he didn't say anything, then resumed to the back of my neck for the hydrodissection injections, which is on his website, which I was going through. It would be in the nerves. These were deep and painful injections, but none of these injections made me spasm or felt like I was struck by lightning. And I don't recall how long the procedure was, but it took me a bit to be able to be coherent enough to walk out with my parents, who drove me. Post-procedure, I was prescribed Oxycontin, which took most of the pain away, but I mostly did nothing to follow up before my follow-up in the next appointment a few days later. Something wasn't right, though. The injection in the front of my neck hurt like anything other injections I've ever had. It was a deep pain. My follow-up appointment was to get laser treatment that helped for the healing process. I told the doctor about my pain in front of my neck, but we had to wait for things to settle down and heal. The opposite happened. The front of my neck was hurting more every day and pulled my head in a locked position to the right. I could barely turn my head to the left. Up and left was basically, I couldn't do anything at all. And things only got worse from there. I started having non-stop spasms in my neck, pulsating spasms, and the back of my neck was really sore. I was back home now and messaged Dr. Hanson to tell him how bad things were. The next 3 months were the worst 3 months of my life. I've been through several surgeries, and the pain from the injections left me in far worse condition than any of those major surgeries. I couldn't even use my right arm, it hurt so much, and the spasms were non-stop. I had to drug myself to sleep every night. 3 months later, I went to go see Dr. Hanson again, and he did PRP in the right side of my neck, where the intense pain was from the bad injection. This procedure may have taken a little of the pain and severity of the spasms away, but I'm still in much worse pain than I was originally. I never had spasms before the procedure. These spasms were driving me insane. They never stop. It's pulsating. It's just non-stop. It took many months before I was able to sleep through the whole night, and I was hoping things would keep getting better, but they did not. Things have actually gotten worse. My neck grinds and pops whenever I move it, and it's locked tight, pulling my head to the right more than it did before the procedure, and the spasms never go away. The best I can hope for during the day is that they are dull spasms. I tried contacting Dr. Hanson again, And after 1 year passed, he said he would help me since the procedure went so badly, but he did not. He also tried blaming me for the procedure not going well. He said I didn't tell him about the neck issues I had. But this is a lie. I told him several times. I told him on the phone and also told him the day of the procedure. I remember it clearly. And I also confirmed with the doctor who referred me, and he also told him about this issue. This was the main reason why I saw Dr. Hanson. We talked over the phone and sent emails, and it went nowhere. He never contacted me again. Because of this procedure, I've lived my life in horrible pain every day. I cannot live a normal life anymore. I'm in too much pain to function normally. After the first procedure, when I was at work, I used to have to lay down in the lobby almost every hour. I was in too much pain to sit at a computer. I eventually got to work from home where I could lay down in my bed every so often. My neck hurts too much to sit upright for a long duration. I wear upper back support now because it's too painful to keep my head up. This injection procedure took my life away from me. I've barely left my house since August 2018 when I had my procedure. A day hasn't gone by that I haven't thought to myself, is it even worth living in this much pain? I'm just suffering, not living. I've tried all the conservative methods and I know of to help, but they only help a little bit for a short period of time and also drain my bank account. I thought this stem cell procedure would cure my neck and I'd have a great life afterwards, but the opposite happened and everything is worse. I just wanted to get this story about the dangers of this procedure and how this doctor wouldn't help me when he clearly did something wrong and hit something in my neck that left me in too much pain to live a normal life. If you have any more questions about the procedure or the condition of my neck, I'll answer them in the comments. Thank you.